getting started. Getting started. getting started. Just getting started.
transitioning now.
Yes, I gotta make it a habit. I gotta make it a habit so that people know, like, hey, we're here. We're here. We're queer. Get used
Get
to
used
it.
to it.
Or actually, what was that line they used in that King of the Hill episode with the man with no butts?
Oh damn, I don't remember.
I gotta watch that. I watched that episode. The episode where Hank Hill has no ass. And also, hey Virgo, he goes, hello, my Sigas. What? That means senor in the N word. Already got to a blazing start. A blazing start. And also, hello, ghetto, local singer as well. Local, I mean, Siga. I'm sorry, I had the hard R there. My apologies to the Siga community. Oh, Johnny K says, Jack, God damn it, Jack, they're supposed to be studying, Jack.
I am taking a break.
No,
But at the same time, I'm being held captive. I haven't been able to leave Hack's basement.
no, you study
Forcing me
40.
to
You study 40 hours a day.
He's forcing me to do these weekly shows.
Oh, ghetto, give us the the answer for the King of Hill. We're here, no rear. Get used to it. Welcome to episode 115 of JAC Show, where I want to firstly apologize. We did promise that we were gonna play Guilty Gear after episode 114, and then I had an accident, and then Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came out.
Yeah, he had an accident. Apparently, it affected his fingers. He's too chicken to fight me in Guilty Gear. That's why he had to move it another week.
Exactly. It's like the fact that I have not seen Jack log in once to play Guilty Gear on Steam.
Oh, that's because I've been playing locally.
Oh, wait, but wouldn't you? I mean, unless you make the attempt to actually play offline. Like literally,
No, like I did for a good portion. I've been
secret training
at work.
Oh,
but at the same time, I actually have been spending like. I'm surprised you haven't even seen me. I spent like at least 5 hours.
Well,
playing online.
Well, that's not what Steam tells you, Mr. Elden Ring.
Let me see here. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Actually, I don't even know how many hours I spent this week on Guilty Gear.
Well, the point is, it's still a sure victory for me because I am that confident in my skills.
I doubt it. I think you're gonna be very surprised.
You'll be the one to be surprised. But even more surprising, Johnny K says, back in my day, if we hurt our hands, we hit infinite combos with our feet. It would be like one of those feet guitars you see on the street.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Oh, of course.
It says here you played recently. Oh, we played the same number of hours this week.
Excellent.
4 hours this week.
And that's just and the week's not finished yet, so we still got more time. We get all the time in the world, Jack. All the time. And oh, by the way, introductions, of course. Of course, the genuinely beautiful, moronic, and complete total Guilty Gear Strive victory hack.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
Oh, it's not. No, it's gonna happen. I'm working on my third main right now.
Ooh, third main. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You scared now? You scared? You scared?
No, bring it. You can play. You can bring the whole roster. It's not gonna do anything to me.
You know what? You're right. Because I don't even need the DLC. I don't even need it.
You don't even need. You don't even need the game.
Yeah, we'll do it like last time. You streamed the game to me.
And
I'll beat you with that delay.
I am the third-rate tarnished, fourth-rate Guilty Gear player, Jack.
Ghetto says, "Be like brother legs and play with your mouth." with how much sweat my stick has gained over the years. No, thank you. Maybe after I douse it in some disinfectant.
you've already seen my first main. You already know which is my first main. I have a feeling I know what your first one is too.
It won't be surprising, but what will be surprising is that you'll lose to it.
Nah.
Johnny K says you can't have 3 main. That's why it's called a main. You're just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Hey man, hey look. You're right. You can only have really one main, but sub mains are a thing, right? Sub mains, side mains, like let's see, like ho. You got your main ho, and you got your side hoes.
Yeah, you got your.
Surely, Johnny, you would understand this concept. How disappointing. Oh, but that will come in the next episode, assuming nothing happens between this week and this day and the next week. Assuming nothing happens.
Yeah, assuming that he doesn't skimp out on the next week.
that will be sure be the Guilty Gear stream you've been waiting for. Gallo says hack belongs to the arcades.
Speaking of arcades,
yes,
or speaking of fighting games,
yes,
I recently watched another anime where, it brought me joy in a weird nostalgic way because it's called high high scored girl. Nothing to do with high school, by the way.
Oh, I know that. I know that anime.
Yeah, basically, it's so weird to see so many games being presented in one anime still. But at the same time, I like the fact that they bring in some of the same feelings of like arcades and fighting games that it generally brings to a lot of people.
Yeah,
I don't know. It resonated with me with some of those the talks about the fighting games.
Yeah, only thing that's in the way is the dumb love triangle. I'm like,
it's not even a triangle. It's more like
a hexagon.
No, it's a cone.
Pentagram.
It's just a cone.
It's a love cone.
Because here's the thing: if it was a love triangle, it would be A likes B, B likes C, C likes A.
Hold on.
But no, this is A likes B, C likes B. A and C hate each other.
Hey, Gemini. I would admit though, I've only seen the first season because as soon as I kind of saw where it was heading, I just lost very interest. Where I'm like, I just came in for the games, not for this.
You sound like the main character. That's literally it took this man. It took this child. It took this child 2 seasons and almost the ending of the second season to realize, oh, this is more than just games for me now.
It's my life.
Because all he ever said to everyone was like, I don't care about these relationships. I just want to play a video game.
Then he had his Bon Jovi moment where it's my life. It's now or never. I'm gonna live forever. It's my life. Also, first off, Ghetto says that he says I mentioned High School Girl about a few streams ago, so it looks like my message reached to you, or at least you're like, oh, someone told me about this. I should probably watch it. I don't remember who told me. And also, I already had a fedora. It was very brief. It was a gift, and it's gone now.
It's retired now.
Never to
be seen again.
It's less retired and more lost. My lost fedora.
Didn't you leave it somewhere in the?
Yeah.
Never got it back.
I left it in Florida.
Yep.
I never got it back. Probably for the best.
It's fine. I mean, by now the fedora has been
isn't passed on to the next internet atheist.
The fedora you drop there is for the next internet atheist.
Yes, a new one will rise and will rise. They do so every 10 years. Get also says regards high score girl. Yes, also the older sister's the best girl. Wait, actually no, his mom is the best girl. Which I don't think I only met those characters in the first season. Oh,
you do meet the mom.
Yeah, I barely remember much of the show. I enjoyed it, but I really was kind of honestly hoping it was focusing more of him I was like, yeah, I was literally there for the games and him maybe growing with the games as time goes on and with his real life stuff. Not too, but once it get a bit too focused on the love cone, as Jack puts it, and I lost interest. Oh, I do find it funny though, and a neat detail. I do need to, although if you are knowledgeable about retro games at all, it's not that. It's very bare bones trivia, but I do like how they shine a light on some kind of interesting tidbits about certain games when they were released in Japan. My favorite one being how, for the longest time, the only Mortal Kombat game Japan ever received was the very first one. I don't know how long it took for them to get finally the other MK games, but for the longest time, it was just the first one. That's all they had. The constant talk of when Street Fighter 3 will come out.
Oh my god.
Think about it. I think Street Fighter 3 were released in 1998, 97, and Street Fighter 2 came out in 1991. That's a long time.
Yeah. I love the fact that it's always been like they keep adding in different versions of it. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Alpha, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. There are so many of them.
Super Street Fighter 2 Super Street Fighter 2 Hyper Edition Plus Alpha Turbo.
I like the fact that at a certain point they were talking about things like, oh, you can unlock Akuma or like do a special input to play as Akuma.
Ghetto.
Hold on. I love the fact that they mess up with it.
Oh, Ghetto says doing level 3s better than Busty than Cheeks. Willie will be proud. With two twin bisexual. Oh man. Hey, actually, do you know what Ghetto's talking about?
For the doing level 3s?
Yeah, is that comment?
No, not so much.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find that video because luckily you don't need to know exactly who these people are, but you definitely need to see the video of why Ghetto says that of a real thing that legit happened. And also, hey, Dunklazan, he goes, effing Fedora. It's the Fedora's fault, never yours. Oh no, it's my fault. I lost the Fedora. I don't deny that. No,
the Fedora crawled away from you.
No, it's the Fedora willed it to be lost, like the ring. It abandoned its master. Except I never got attached to it, so I didn't bother to go get it.
That's why it abandoned you.
Exactly.
You weren't an atheist.
Oh, that's true. We were incompatible. That's why. Ghetto also says, "Oh yeah, the main dude hyping up the Dreamcast and the Neo Geo."
No, what was worse that he was hyping up the Virtual Boy.
Oh boy. Oh, I did find it funny how the second girl, how they play the arcade version of Final Fight, and she wanted to get better at the game, and and play co-op. I love they acknowledge the fact that the Super Nintendo version of Final Fight's only a single player game.
Yeah.
Which I actually played that specific version on the Wii Virtual Console, and I never got far. That game is unforgiving in single player, and I didn't bother learn any exploits or anything. Just play it just regularly. So I guess the farthest I got was a subway, which is like level 4 or 3 in that game, because it was just unforgiving as a single player game.
Did you do any alchemy?
Alchemy?
Oh, that was a term that they use, and I never knew about it. Apparently, if you hit a barrel at a certain time interval, it will always give you like a gem or like something that will give you like a bunch of points.
Virgo says
instead of like chicken.
Virgo says, I need the HAC JAC fighting game. Ooh.
Damn, there will only be 2 characters.
No. We'll have to either well, first it'll be 4. There's us, then Alex and Millie.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we can add in the extensive cast of the HAC JAC Show. We can add in Ghetto. We can add in Johnny. We can add in Virgo.
Wait, question.
Mm-hmm.
So would the Kaiju brothers be individuals, or would you like to have
Ooh,
them as a team?
that's a good question.
Kind of like how Android, what was it? 18?
18,
Yeah,
yeah.
18 is with the 17.
Mm, you ought to do it like fighters. They're a combo team in the base. They're a 2-1 in the base game, and then we add the Virgo DLC later down the line. That's how we do it. Johnny says that, quoting me, that game's unforgiving. Just tells you gotta get good, you scrub. Johnny Cage, I want to play as the angry Venezuelan. Oh, Kevin. Oh yes, Kevin. Well, yes, he will be in the game. He'll be in the game, and I will make him look like an SNK character because South America. Oh man, see, we definitely have the cast to fill the base roster of a fighting game. And then as we continue to grow and grow, we can add more people to it, and boom, we will rival. We will rival that of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate one day.
And then we'll slap a $10 price tag on each character.
Exactly. Jedi says, "I want to be the villain." I mean,
I am the villain.
there's really no villains in this game. Let's be real here.
I mean, I'm the
unless you
villain
want to
if I'm thinking
create,
about-
we want to make some OCs. You want to add OCs into the game?
Well, I'm already a villain for saying that we need to add a $10 price tag to every DLC character.
We'll make you the villain. Put you in the business suit. You know what? Just make you Armstrong. That's what we'll do. You fight in the business suit, and your big hyper move is that you go into like a Yakuza mode where your top layers of shirt rip, and you just start pummeling your opponent to the ground. Then you fix your glasses.
Wait, Virgo says Black Hack is the villain. Black without the K.
Black. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that could be my evil Ryu, Black Hack. Gemini just
yeah, Blackjack instead of being a business entrepreneur has a gambling problem.
There you go. Black Hack and Blackjack. Gemini says, my master plan is to steal the plans for the game from the US government and leech it upon the world. Johnny Cage says, no villains. I think our problem is the lack of heroes. Oh, come on. The rest of you guys will be... well, let's see. Virgo will be a hero only for white women, though. No one else. Ghetto will be a human. Yeah, he will be a human.
He will be human. He is not human right now.
Ghetto will be a hero to all office ladies. So,
hero.
Yes, a human hero to all office ladies. He will be the human writer of the game. He's like, so what's special about him? He's just a guy with a very specific fetish. That's it. That's his gameplay. Just a guy.
Ghetto also added in thing.
Omega
we should add in Omega Jack.
Should we do
it? What is Omega Jack gonna look like?
Like obviously, like Omega Rugal. Obviously. Should we? Ghetto says, "Now I'll be a hero for hire. I'll be a hero for hire for everyone else." I see. Office ladies, heroism is for free. Everyone else you gotta pay. I like that. I like that. We need a heroic entrepreneur. See, we're supporting local black businesses over here. Oh, let's see. Douglas-on says, you would be entertained to play as a bunch of discriminatory rights activists. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's tons. If this thing ever becomes a reality, we got the base work, and it will be the biggest inside joke the world has ever seen. Oh, the question is though, what type of fighting game? Something like Street Fighter, something like Tekken, something like Mortal Kombat, something like Guilty Gear, or something like Marvel. Virtua Fighter, even. That's the real question. How are we going to fight? Very important to who's gonna be in it. And how many buttons? 4-button fighter? 6-button fighter?
The questions that we all need answers to.
Johnny K says, I suppose I have to use either capoeira or jiu-jitsu. I don't get to say otherwise. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what would be your fighting style?
My fighting style? It will be Korean karate. So
Korean karate?
Yeah, because I actually learned it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I'll use a lot of... So I'll be the one that kicks a lot. You'll be the one that punches a lot.
I'll just... my ultimate move is just pocket stand.
Pocket stand? So you want to be the... What's the... you want to be the fighter who cheats in the matches?
I'll be the technical cheater.
That's right. The rival character is a very technical fighter. Oh, and of course, and you know what? Alex and Millie, they can be the Ryu and Ken of the game. They're like, they're the ones like people see first, and we're like, oh, I want to play as those characters, and then they see the rest of the cast, and like, who are these bozos?
There seems to be a lack of women. There's only 2.
No, we can add another girl, or we got another girl.
Eye candy. We need more eye candy.
We can add Blue.
Oh yeah.
We can add Blue. The problem is though, she identifies as a teddy bear.
Oh, it's gonna be like the oddball animal one.
So there you go. So Blue would be the animal character. It'll be the Akuma or Panda of the game. A big old teddy bear beating you up. Johnny K says, okay, Jack will be the Eddie Guerrero of the game. I cheat and steal.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna steal all your tacos.
That will be, as I said before, that is a cardinal sin. The cardinal sin. You cannot do that.
Dunkazon says definitely a 3-button fight for no reason other than because you can. Alright, so we're gonna do Virtua Fighter then. Attack, block, and grab. That's it. That's our buttons. Or no, punch, kick, and block. That's it. That's all we need. You know, that's all we really need, really. Punch, kick, and block. We don't need anything else. Let's see. Do we need to add a woman, or are we good on the female representation?
No, we need to add Nash.
Alright, we can add Nash. She can be... but she's also a bear. No, she could be... she could be the... like a big inside joke about Sonic. I don't know, or the thing where she shits Sonic and Shadow. We'll incorporate that somehow.
It'll be the fast character.
Oh, you know what? That's right. She's the Rushdown character.
Yep.
There you go. She'll be the Rushdown character, and she'll look like a crossbreed of Sonic and Shadow, in honor of her favorite ship.
No, better to kind of make it funny. Do you remember Malcolm in the Middle when Hal was into power walking?
I do not remember that episode, but continue.
Let me just like Malcolm the Middle, because they put on some like, there it is. I'm gonna give it to you in the sources. Open image in new tab. There we go. Sources. This is what she'll wear.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You're saying sources or?
Yeah, it's in sources.
All right, let me go check real quick. Okay. Okay. Oh, just for the people to see. Just there you go. This is what Nash will be wearing. Whatever this is.
It was whenever he was into power walking. So he tried to put that on to be more aerodynamic.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Johnny Gage, that's a good question. He goes, are we problematic for beating the women up or for not having enough women to beat up? The answer is a little column A and a little column B.
What would be a game-breaking design?
If we add too much women, then there will be no fighting.
No, hidden nerf for Ghetto. For any female outfit that is like an office lady, he takes negative. He takes the damage instead of giving it.
No, that ruined the balance of the game.
As soon as he punches her, he would just lose health.
No, that ruined the balance of the game. You know, it was simple.
Exactly.
No, it'll be much simpler. If a female character has an opposite attire and is fighting against Ghetto, there will be like an opening animation where he does like the wolf, the wolf like, oh, his jaw drops and everything, or he gets a nosebleed, whichever is funnier. It's just a funny animation before the fight begins, and we can have a special ending dialogue where after he beats him to a pulp, he tells him so. He says, so you want to talk about Transformers?
Or like, I mean, it sounds like it would be a nightmare for Ghetto to fight someone with an office lady attire. He just wakes up and it's a nightmare.
Or
that was a nightmare.
Or we could just do something like he tells him, if you lose, it's a date.
Exactly, Johnny Cage. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh mechanic. Exactly.
No.
You know what else?
What?
I play Pot of Greed.
In a fighting game.
Which lets me draw 3 additional punches.
Oh my god. And or you do that, you remember that episode and it's like during the what was it, season 4 against Darts, where he was fighting against that one duelist who's like bug themed. I forget his name, but he kept
Weevil, I think his name is.
Yeah, I think his English name is Weevil, and he kept using that and he had like a spell card where what was it? He can keep attacking. What was it? He keep attacking with a monster under a certain number of attack points, by sacrificing his entire deck to the graveyard until he gets another spell card or something like that. Like I wonder, it was something that was like, man, that would be banned in real life, like Pot of Greed, which Johnny Cage says, but he don't play Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed plays you.
Exactly. See, here's the thing. I am the villain in this story, so I'm gonna use it.
That's your opening line. So when you pick you in a character selection, you just say, "I am the villain of this story." That's your opening line. And someone picks you.
As soon as you beat me, I just wake up and go, "Resurrection."
No, you're not being Gil. You're not gonna be the boss character. And yes, Johnny, draw monster god, and you kept attacking Weevil so much that even after he lost all his life points, he kept attacking till Tay had to tell him, Yuki, stop. He's already defeated.
He's fine. He's just taking mental damage now.
Hold on.
Okay, so here's the clip I want to show you that Ghetto was referring to a little while ago. I'll show it to you now before I forget. And it's actually a very, very quick clip, so I can actually just do a share screen from here because it's a very short video. Let me know if you can see it.
I can see it.
Alright, so as the title goes, it says, Wooly chooses Marvel vs. Capcom 3 over sex with 2 women at the same time. And you'll see.
Okay, this has become a video. Wooly, do you want to tell us what you just did?
I don't want to tell anyone anything.
Pat, will you tell us what Wooly just did?
I don't think I can do it justice. But yeah, I mean, Wooly's way better at it.
Tell us the sad story.
I would embellish. Really? And like the core tale itself. Yeah,
It's plenty.
It's
Oh, and unicorns and shit. And then, like, the
fucking on the way over here to the midnight launch of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's Valentine's Day today, so at Ladle Grew, on my way here, I just happened to cross paths with two extremely hot bisexual girls that were coming from a Valentine's date. And they found me cute, and they started hitting on me, and it was really cool and awesome, and we were chatting it up, and on our way over here, it was all fine and dandy. And then, at some point, I was like, oh shit, LaSalle Metro, I need to go get my copy of Marvel 3 before they don't have any left. And immediately after getting up from the chair, I hated myself forever.
Forever, ever?
Forever, ever, ever. And thus I'm here now, and, well, just fuck you and everyone who's watching this video. Fuck all of you. Everyone forever.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. This may be the last time you see Wooly.
That indeed was not the last time you would see Wooly.
Yeah, he's smiling to just a smolder right there on his face.
Oh, it was a legendary moment. Legendary moment in two best friends history. Johnny Cage's priorities. Yep, Wooly knew his priorities. Yeah, no, it was just, I don't blame him. Marvel 3 over a... Hey, look, it's a safer option. You can either go with the ladies, who may possibly either, at best, be a one-night stand, or worse, give you a uncurable disease, or take the safer route and play a long-awaited fighting game. I mean, obviously.
And then get an uncurable disease.
There you go. From something else. Yep. Ghetto says here, but I know man was pissed when Ultimate came out. That's right. The updated version of Marvel 3 came out literally less than a year later, making the original game obsolete in less than a year. Oh man, 2010, early 2010s Capcom, man, they were something, all right. They were something. But I believe, Jack, it's about time for the main event of tonight's stream.
Yep, let's do it.
All right then. So, and as one could see from... Oh, thank you, Ghetto. Yeah, Ultimate 3 came out 9 months later after the...
That's even worse.
Yeah, 9 months. It was... I still remember Angry Joe being so also getting up in arms about it. And the funny part is, it was during the time, especially when, like, you look at the roster, it's actually a pretty cool roster. A lot of the characters they added were cool. But it's hard to think now of, like, people going, who the heck is Rocket Raccoon?
Those were the days.
Those were the days. Some people prefer to be in those days, but alas, those days are over. Johnny Cage, girls are temporary. Marvel is infinite. I don't know. That's a questionable choice of words there, John.
Yeah.
But actually to the main event. So, by the way, I don't know if you noticed this on the YouTube end of the episode, but I got some lovely gifs running around on the main screen. Got Tails swinging his tail, Sonic tapping his foot, and Knuckles just chugging along, proving in fact that Knuckles can indeed chuckle.
Ah, I see them.
Yeah, so I thought I'd do something nice and some nice presentation for my side of the stream. But as of course,
like he was more. Sonic is very annoyed that we're just not getting on with it.
I mean, he's always wants to go fast, man. That's what happens when you live life quickly. You don't have patience.
Okay, fine. You want to go fast version Sonic? All right, we liked the movie. There we go. The end. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. No, yes. This past Monday, Jack and I did go to see the second Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and luckily by that point I was healed enough to not only drive there but to actually be in the theater, and I was very glad. I'm very glad I was able to even do that. After that, I was not on my feet for the rest of the evening. Now, as for our thoughts on the movie, as Jack says, in short, overall, we very much did enjoy it. Very much so. And of course, I had to keep my opinions vague and to myself because I gotta, you gotta process. You gotta process stuff, right? Sometimes what you feel at the moment may not be reflective of the quality of the film in actuality. So it's been a day to kind of look back and see what I really enjoyed about it, and maybe some flaws that I found within the film. I do want to say right off the bat, and Jack, tell me if you noticed this. I love the fact that right off the bat they showed how no nonsense Knuckles is, and also very nice. We went to like a very nice theater, so every time Knuckles hit something, that was loud.
Yeah.
It was like, God dang, Knuckles! It feels like one hit from him, he's just gonna kill someone.
We got more bass drops than friggin' Inception.
Exactly. I was gonna say than a Skrillex album. Ghetto says the movie was 0 out of 10. No unknown from me. So I do very appreciate that right off the bat. That not only did honestly, what's the biggest praise of this movie? Mm-hmm. They don't waste time. There's no wasting time. Like literally everything is set up from the first 10 minutes and boom, the movie begins. Which I very much enjoy when movies don't waste your time. So there's not too many lollygagging. They need to do the scenes that need to be done so you can get into the main parts of the story. And I very much that the film went in that direction. Which makes sense for a character like Sonic, who, as being Sonic, he's about someone who has no patience and wants to get things done right from the get-go. So yeah, I very much enjoy Knuckles' characterization in this movie, and I do like that the humor that he was given is not in, unlike kind of what the recent games have done, especially Sonic Boom. Hold on. God dang it, Johnny. He goes, no wasting time. Would you say they go fast? I'm sorry, I'm seeing myself out. Come back in. They made the joke in the movie, so you're fine.
Yeah, they did.
Gemini says 1 out of 10 didn't watch, but furry. And then, hey, Chris, he says, no 9-minute scene of Hulk dabbing, 0 out of 10. No 9-minute scene of an unfunny joke like an Endgame with Hulk and freaking Ant-Man going back and forth. That was excruciating. Any case, neither here or there. So, yeah, as far as Knuckles, love his characterization. I love that the jokes surrounding his personality, it could just come to the fact that he's not dumb. He's just not familiar with this world. So, and it kind of plays with how Eggman does kind of manipulate Knuckles to help him, and then of course betray him by the end, which is not a spoiler. Any sensible being can see that coming 10 miles away.
How dare you spoil this for people that can only see up to 9 miles?
Well, I have one thing to say for them. Gotta go fast. So I do enjoy it that Knuckles' character is not like he's not made as a joke or purposely dumb. He's just not used to the world that he's currently in. I very much enjoyed Jim Carrey's performance as Eggman in this movie, as did the first one. In which this one, he pretty much lost almost all his wires, and his just disdain for people and how he kind of just used them as a means to an end. It just ramped up to a T, and you kind of feel bad for that Agent Stone character, who, he's infatuated with Eggman, but Eggman, he doesn't really care about him that much.
I love that freaking scene in the Mean Bean. Remember that reference?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that reference was spoiled for me, but I understood Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and I actually played the game too.
I love the little scene where the stone is like making the coffee. It resonated with me so much. You make some nice latte art, and someone just ruins it.
Oh, it's pretty good too. Very accurate.
Yeah, very very good at latte art.
Ghetto says, if you told me 10 years ago that Sonic the Hedgehog would have 2 good live action movies, I would have called you an effing liar. I don't blame you. I do not say that to anyone. They will laugh you in your face because think about it, 10 years ago. That would be 2012. So Sonic 06 is still fresh in people's minds, even 6 years later. Sonic Boom does not exist yet, but Sonic's kind of in the meh part of his career with Colors, as good that is, and coming up Sonic Lost World, which is I didn't understand really how the design concept of that game. That's neither here or there, but it's understandable. Now, Tails. Honestly, it kind of it could be just the voice because the same voice actress from the game, but with Tails, honestly, it felt like man, he's just the same as he was in the game and here. It's like 1-to-1. I feel like he's the most accurately adapted character here.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it probably is just the voice, but the way he's characterized and the way he analyzes Sonic, it was just like that's Tails.
I mean, it makes sense, especially since they kind of skipped over to Tails and the whole thing. If you barely know a talking hedgehog that can go super fast, and he has to fight a crazy mad scientist that throws robots at him, you would have the same reaction as Tails does throughout the movie.
Very much. And Sonic, even though I actually do enjoy this interpretation of Sonic, I think this complaint that I have over in the movie in general, really wish it kind of come back on a lot of pop culture references, and I know Sonic is kind of the main culprit of that. So if that aspect of the first Sonic movie deter your enjoyment in a significant way, it doesn't get better in the second one. So keep that in mind. At the very least, as far as like I guess you could quote cringe moments, there was really one which I think it might have been intentional and like not a spoiler, it just happens in the beginning of the movie when Dr. Eggman does the floss dance.
Yeah.
Which I am sure wasn't supposed to be cringe. I'm hoping the guy was supposed to be, considering Sonic did the same dance in the first movie. But after that, the movie never got that low for me. So like the lowest point in the movie for me was like literally in the first 10 minutes, and it was like a quick joke. You groan, that's it. Let's move on. Like that was the only part where I felt like I was like, oh, why am I in this theater?
Yeah, that gave me like that was genuine facepalm moment right there.
Yep. Which, like I said, only is one facepalm moment. 9 out of 10. So
yeah, if you get to 10 facepalm moments, then it's a 0 out of 10.
No. Oh, that's true. That's how math works.
See, because it seems like one facepalm moment made it to 9 out of 10.
So now if you greatly enjoyed this characterization of Sonic, then you'll enjoy the one in the second one, and you definitely see that there is some maturity to him, but not to like an extensive degree. I will see how that goes, considering that when you look at kind of his model in this one and in the first movie, he is growing, like literally. So I'll be interested to see if when the third movie comes out, is that gonna be like the young adult Sonic, considering this is supposed to be like teenage Sonic?
Also, for some people that may have a concern about how it was in the first movie. So some people did have problems with the first movie where there's too much interaction. At least for me personally, how it was too much interaction with human characters
With the humans.
Other than Eggman.
Eggman.
And the good thing I would say about this movie is that it really just focuses on just the trio.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't like the main characters, the human characters that you saw in Sonic 1, they will appear every now and then, but they're not the main focus. And that, I mean, for me, thankfully, that's a good thing.
yeah, even though I find them enjoyable enough, they're not the reason why we're here. I'm not here to see the Sonic movie because I want to see Cyclops.
Exactly.
Ghetto says, "Oh, not even the dance party threw you."
Hey, I like Afro Sonic.
No, like in the in that Siberian in lodge, whatever that was.
The dance.
That honestly, that was just kind of.
I feel like that's a bit in character, to be honest.
Yeah, it felt like a bit in character, but it wasn't like. How about this? How can I put this? I guess it would be for me. It was how to put this. It wasn't to me that bad, in turn, because it didn't overstay its welcome. It did the joke when it's to do. I'm sure younger kids will find it funny. People like me and Jack, they're like, it's inoffensive. Honestly, it really is. It's not like Sonic's acting out of character. It's a very obvious setup joke as a scene, but at least it's kind of over and done with.
That, and also after thinking about it in a bit, it was a good what would you say, break
from the adventure.
Yeah, from the constant adventure or fights.
Yeah,
just to have the characters themselves relax a bit in what was going to be a potentially dangerous situation that turns into a weird
dance off. All I could think about was that one Kevin Hart joke he made. He thought dance offs like doing dance off at the club wasn't a real thing, but it was. Throw me the keys. I said, throw me the keys. Oh, so yeah, I found it inoffensive. It's entire like unless you were watch it streaming or on DVD or Blu-ray, it's entirely skippable. You don't. It's most supposedly just another big character building moment for Sonic and Tails. So in that aspect, it's important. But if you're literally watching it and you have control, you can skip it and you wouldn't lose anything. It's just there to have a little small break for the story, as Jack said. What else? Let's see. Anything else? I did like that when the Master Emerald, because obviously this is gonna happen, when the Master Emerald showed up and how that's revealed. I actually do like it was like, oh look, that temple looks like something from Sonic Adventure. I would not be surprised if maybe they used the exact same pyramid. I would not be surprised. I can't confirm. And obviously it's not like in an ancient jungle. It's spoilers underwater. But I was like, yeah, that was like something the Master Emerald would be.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I'm trying to find flaws. Oh, I think if there's one flaw you can throw at it that was in terms of why was it in the movie, it would have to be that whole, I guess, the part with the human characters. I don't know about you, Jack, but during that part where Tom, Donut Lord, had to get the ring to help Sonic, because he had the wedding ring. Like, why did he just go, it's embarrassing, but a life is on a line. He could have just go, oh, I'm sorry, here's your ring, let me have that back. Why didn't he?
My thing. Okay. First of all, did you see that was gonna happen?
Yeah. Actually, I'm like, yeah. When I saw the setup for it, I was like, I wonder if this is gonna come back to bite him. It was very obvious setup.
Yeah, it was such an obvious setup because I'm here thinking, oh no, this is gonna come back somehow. And of course, whenever they were showing the ring being placed on the finger, I'm like, that looks a little bit too rounded. It doesn't look like a band. I'm like, oh no. And of course, they see Donut Lord throw the wedding band, and it does nothing.
I would say though, the whole twist of the wedding and everything revealed with that other character, I will legit, that was actually kind of funny.
that was pretty good. I wasn't expecting that. To be honest.
And the bit with the priest. So like at least with
has a taser inside his eyeball.
So at least at least at least when they're the human parts, it's at least enjoyable and short. So I do enjoy that. The movie kind of gets hijacked a little bit to do like a kid's version of a Tyler Perry story, kind of. Not to the, and when I say that, I mean like it's just typical, like it's like typical drama you would see in a Tyler Perry film. Although surprisingly, in this Sonic film, it's not much more believable and more better acted than an actual Tyler Perry film.
I have a question for the if the Donut Lord was a real person, like I know the actor's real, but if the character was real, I would ask him, why does he have the ring, like the rings for Sonic? Why does he always have them in the palm of his hand? If he mistake the wedding ring and the ring for Sonic.
Oh, like you mean like why you didn't notice it earlier?
No, why would he always have it at hand? It's not like he put the wedding ring in his pocket and then took it out.
Oh, I see.
Like, well,
I get you. Like, there's no need for it to have it on him at all times.
Well, not just that, but like, you can see at least from the camera angle, he never puts anything in his pocket. So like, he grabs the wedding ring or the wedding band, hides it in his hand, and then does a little magic trick with the girl. But you never see him put the wedding band in his pocket to kind of like make it look like he's hiding something. They kind of like at least have the mix.
I have to. Oh, that's a scene I have to rewatch to see if that is like an actual flub on the movie's end, where they did actually properly film him actually misplacing the ring.
Because I saw how he was placing everything. He held the pillow with the wedding ring. He slightly moved the one of the wedding rings into his hand, and then he held it in his hand, but on his side, but never in his pocket.
Yeah, I have to rewatch it. You're probably all right. I just have to rewatch it to see.
So my question was that why would he have the Sonic ring on hand constantly, like actually in his hand constantly, if he mixed the two up?
Maybe need for emergencies, but a good point. And as well, why did he notice it prior to the wedding? But one could suggest that it probably wasn't on his mind.
Well, he's Donut Lord.
Yes.
He's kind of dumb.
But he's a good heart. He's a good heart. Ghetto says, I think a major flaw is the effects CJ look dodgy in some parts. Specifically in the mountain part of the movie. That's when the CJ look real sketch.
Yeah.
Especially when you see Eggman. We're like, man, that totally does not look like Jim Carrey in front of a green screen.
Same thing whenever it's like Jim Carrey on the police car.
Yeah. I think those were ones for the most notable where the CGI was very dodgy, but not too much. It's not too much of a detriment, just like a flaw of the film, not a major one though. So I mean, at least not to me, it's not major because it's not like it's consistently throughout the entire movie. It's just at certain scenes it does look off, but everything else looks, well rendered and part of the scenery. Ghetto says also that black dude is the good light skinned man in the Mad Black. Oh my god, he was in the Tyler Perry movie. But I remember Mad Black Woman, and it was bothering me the whole time. Hey man, it's the convergence. Obviously, this is a way so we can get our Sonic cross Medea crossover film. It was right there all along. We just were too stupid to see it. We're gonna see Medea hang out with Sonic the Hedgehog and teach him some lessons, and that's how Sonic would truly become a true Black Hedgehog. A God-fearing Black Hedgehog, by the way. That's a God-fearing one. So obviously, without spoiling too much, Jack, what'd you think of the finale of the movie, the big climactic finale?
Oh, I loved it. It was great.
Same here.
I love seeing everything come back to fruition. Like all the elements come like slowly from like Sonic 1, you can see some of the elements coming in. Sonic 2, you can definitely see that a lot of the elements of the games are coming back in.
And I would not lie, and I will confess that when I saw the scene of Tails and in this plane, the tornado, and you see Sonic and Knuckles on each wing,
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, the fanboy in me was giddy. I was like, oh, it's like yeah.
to like not get people's hopes up, I need to do a small correction. It wasn't exactly the tornado, but you could see that they were gonna get there eventually.
Still, it
This
was
is
a
how
very
Tails
neat.
got his idea.
Exactly. Still, it was. I was like, oh, it was one of those things. Where it's something you imagine every day as a kid, and you see it and you see it right there from your imagination on the screen. You're like, this is real. This
The one
is
thing I
real.
did wish to see more was Knuckles gliding. I wanted to see more of him gliding.
Oh, that's right. I wonder, wonder why they didn't really do that. They didn't have him really glide.
Because like remember that scene that you mentioned with the both of them on each wing?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a perfect moment to show Knuckles gliding, and then maybe they will make a joke like he can fly.
No, just
When
fall good.
yeah no, just fall good, fall gracefully. Like
Oh,
see, that would have been a perfect moment.
yeah, it would. It would. Gelo says, I like that they really felt like a family. When Sonic the pose, me and my friends would. Oh, that's right. He did the Sonic Adventure pose. you saw it.
Yeah.
It's very brief. It was very. See, it was very brief. But when he saw it, I was like, oh, he did it. He did it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do actually like that by the end, you do get that familial bond with Tails and Knuckles. And I think and sincerely, that's one of the best parts of this movie and of this whole movie in general. And it kind of what reminded me. So I'm going to go a bit kind of pretentious here, but not too much. Just a little bit pretentious.
All right.
So
Let's hear it.
So when I was
monocle.
so I was watching this movie, you know what other thing was making me what other movie it was reminding me of as well?
Which one?
The very first Superman movie. And I know it's an odd pick. I'm not just saying that because I'm just a big Superman fan. You know I am. I say this because I did recently rewatched it, but it's that the feeling that movie I have with that one, I felt the same way watching Sonic 2, and so I was thinking to myself, why am I getting those same feelings? And it comes down to the fact that much like the first Superman movie, where there's some parts of it that are obviously silly or that are like, man, that's just hokey. The same thing applies to Sonic 2. There's a lot of things that a very cynical person could easily just dislike about it and just call it very trash. And maybe they're right. These obviously are not masterpieces of film and storytelling. But the one thing it does have over most films, much like the Superman movie, is that it's sincere. Which is something most video game adaptations don't have. Sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
Much how the first Superman movie was sincere, like, no, this is a Superman movie, and they're gonna embrace all the things that people like about Superman, and they have the right people, whether actors and directors and writers, to bring that out. And back in '79, with Christopher Reeve playing a very charming and a very friendly and inviting Superman, and here with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, you get the three main leads of the actors playing our three main characters, and they are sincere in their roles, and they're directed well, and they're given a very script that it is kind of can't be a bit generic in places, and there are a few things that probably could have been cut or altered to make for a better story. But for the emotional aspect and for the character development of each of these characters, it meshes so well that by the end, and especially with the climactic ending and the actual like last few minutes of the movie before the credits roll, it's all very sincere. Nothing's nothing's taken as a complete joke. Nothing is shown through a very cynical lens, or that they try to be very meta about what the movie is. It doesn't hide the fact it's a Sonic movie. It embraces the fact that it's a Sonic movie. And I think that's what this and the first movie's greatest strengths. Yeah, it is like, as you're a regular person, you will enjoy it. It will definitely not be a waste of time. If you're a bit more cynical, you probably would dislike it how it is. But for someone who just wants to have a very feel good movie, and for a Sonic fan, it warms your heart because you're seeing something like that same passion a lot of fans pours to the characters in the games and Sonic's fan base, even though they can get weird at times. And at the end of the day, it's because they're passionate about a character that they love, and that love is represented well in this movie.
Here. I wholeheartedly agree on that.
Thank you. That was my TED Talk.
Ghetto says, exactly. You can tell the people working on this movie like Sonic. Even stuff like Sonic's love of chili dogs and the bit with him and water. They didn't have to do that stuff.
That's the freak. Oh, that's right. The bubble. Like they actually incorporated the bubble.
It. Oh, that was chef's kiss. That was perfect.
Didn't they do the same sound effect that?
I think so.
Oh, see, like that's exactly what I was talking about.
It is amazing.
Oh man, and also, and as well, I do want to say, like, the action moments when they happen, they're still neat. They're pretty cool. I would like to see them how they interpret Sonic's speed without having to do the usual "he's so fast things look slow," because that can get old really quick. So I'd love to see him interpret his speed in a different manner, which they do a little bit here. Like, especially, like, not spoilers, just the opening scene where he's chasing down that bank robber van, and how he pretty much just disassembles the entire vehicle before he crashes. Which I think
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like, that's not something the Flash would do, honestly. oh, Virgo, don't do that. He says it would be cool if they could make a Christian cat.
That would sound more like a weird insult.
Yeah, no. Especially, imagine if Christian had a cameo in this movie, but he couldn't see it because he's in prison. Oh, that would be awkward. That would be very awkward.
Geta was saying he was referring to that, the bubble thing, and the water slide in the pyramid. Yeah, I actually like that little thing about the water slide. I don't know about you, but
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, those were one of my fun parts because you don't have to do much. You just let the water take you, and it was still fast. It still felt fast.
Yeah. Oh, and also like Sonic snowboard in a mountain, which is like which like it has, I forget when that started. I think it started Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 of him just skating or snowboarding down hills. And of course there is an after credit scene that we won't spoil. Most of you probably already know what it is, but let's just say that I am excited, I really hope they didn't go in that direction, because I think they're overlooking a lot of important stuff in between. But I am excited nonetheless.
Yeah, and let's see. I feel like there was something I wanted to say. No, it's just the usual thought. What would Knuckles look like with the live action? The original designs of Sonic.
What would Tails look like? Get us to the dude in my theater shouted, "No effing way." I think we had the same thing happen. Was it the same guy? Did he just go to Texas to do the same thing? Because we had a guy shout something very similar with that after credit scene, which I admit actually does deserve that. Because legit, I never thought they would actually even go that far. I legit didn't think they'll do that. I thought they would like stick to kind of the Genesis stuff, maybe dabble in the Dreamcast stuff, not go full on. We're in Dreamcast mode, baby.
Yeah.
So
I seriously can't wait.
Yes. So Ghetto, does this movie make your contender for best movie of 2022? Because so far between this and the Batman, the Batman is a better made film, but Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will be my favorite film of the year. Ghetto says, look, that one taxidermy picture of a fox sitting up. Ew.
Yeah. Here's what I was gonna say. So, I really do love the direction that these Sonic movies have been going. It makes me feel very happy to see at least one video game movie be very successful, because most of the times they have been hit or miss. Actually, mostly miss with like the the Mario movie, which we'll never speak of. I haven't seen it just because of the clips I've seen. I'm never gonna see it.
Oh, never say never.
I remember WoW did one.
Oh yeah, the Warcraft movie. Oh,
even more forgettable? Assassin's Creed. I forgot about that until I was thinking about video game movies.
My mother went to see that movie, but not because she wanted to, but that's because that was the only thing playing, and it was like a ladies' night. Feel bad for her. It was
So yeah, like with a sea of all these like bad video game movies, I am glad that Sonic, of all video game characters and symbols, came out on top. I doubt the Mario movie that's being in production right now will ever top it, especially which I have very little hope of Illumination Studios when it comes to
Isn't that
a lot of their enemies.
Isn't that crazy though to think? Out of all properties, all of them, some of them that actually can work well as movies, each of them failed. But literally, a character who is a laughingstock for most of his later career, despite having passionate fans, but a laughingstock nonetheless, rose up and said, "Oh, I'm gonna have a movie, and the best part." It's going to be genuinely good, not entertaining, not so bad it's good, genuinely good.
Yeah.
Just ponder that. Just ponder that. Look, everything that I'm just gonna go down the list, just straight from my mind. Mario failed. Street Fighter failed twice. Mortal Kombat did okay, then failed 2 more times. The Resident Evil movies survived in spite of what they are.
Yeah.
And then really fell with the very recent Resident Evil movie, which I'm sure you forgot came out.
I never even knew that they were coming out with another.
Yeah, it was a reboot. It was supposed to be like, you know what it was supposed to be? It was supposed to be a movie where they combined Resident Evil 1 and 2 together.
Huh.
To make like one big movie. And for some reason, Leon is Mexican. You figure that out. Lexi, so
he'll be in home turfs in Spain. At least he can understand what they're saying.
So Resident Evil failed, Max Payne failed, Hitman failed twice. House of the Dead failed, which I'm pretty sure that's a movie Sega definitely doesn't want people to remember.
Apparently, Uncharted was doing good.
Oh yeah, Uncharted. I've heard very poor things about Uncharted, about that Uncharted movie, which is funny considering those games are basically just very interactive movies.
At least in this Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 90 on the audience score.
I think it's not doing good financially. I think.
But it's a 41 with the critics.
Yeah. So hold on, I can name a few more. So there was Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, Warcraft, Blood Rain. Do you remember Blood Rain? Yeah, you remember Blood Rain.
I don't.
Blood Rain. What else?
Oh wait, no. That one's technically more of a animation.
Oh, what? Anyone else? There's a live action Yakuza movie. I already did Street Fighter. Both Street Fighter movies.
Yeah.
And I'll end it with Prince of Persia. Remember that one?
Oh yeah. I forgot they made a movie.
I legit wanted that one to be good because I love Prince of Persia, specifically the Sands of Time. I really wanted that to be good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, saddening.
So here's I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes for Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
What's he got?
And so it's a 97 on the audience score.
Good. Deserves it.
And a 69, nice, on the critic score.
Fair enough. Much as we're praising this movie, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, the movie knows who it's for, and if you like it for what it is, it's enjoyable. If you don't, then you could be one of those sad saps who'll be like, "Oh, video game and movie adaptations are bad," which before Sonic was true. Now that we're after Sonic, we could put an asterisk and say, except for the Sonic movies.
I hate the fact that I don't hate the fact. It's more like it's funny to me that it seems like there's a big heavy pattern with like audience loving something, critics hate it, critics love it, audience hates it.
Oh yeah. It's always gonna be. There's very rarely where they're gonna come to agreement about a certain film or even show. That's just part for the core of, and just shows kind of the, what's that? Not distaste, not that. The dissonance between people who are considered professional reviewers and your common average Joe and what they find entertaining. Like for example, I legitly love the most recent and hopefully the last Rambo movie, but the critics panned that hard. And seeing that movie, I was like, what's objectively bad about it? That it's a over the top action movie. You know this is Rambo, right? And it's not like it was just over the top action. It legit had tragedy, legitimate heart to it, and a literal heart in one case. And it was very saddened. It may not have the common society that the first movie had, but what happens in those movies is not only a real thing that could happen to people who do live in near the southern borders, but can be a reality to a lot of people, which the critics don't pay attention to, and they just chalk that up to just generic bad cartel. It's like, yeah, they'd be generic, but what they do is not fantasy. Mm-hmm. So add to that, it's so relieving when someone like Rambo comes in and teaches them a lesson. Oh man. Oh yeah, Ghetto says there's a Dead Rising movie. Wow, there's a Dead Rising movie. It has. Oh yeah, the Tekken movies. I think the anime is at least enjoyable, but the live action Tekken movie and the CGI Tekken movie, just terrible. Oh yeah, the King of Fighters movie. You should probably watch that, Jack. You'll love it.
The Ace Attorney movie was pretty good, actually.
Oh yeah, we're not even counting all the adaptations over in Japan with a lot of the Japanese games.
That and also the anime was pretty good.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, I mean,
so yeah, that's really it. If you are a fan of Sonic, and you have not yet seen Sonic 2, go see Sonic 2. If you are, let's see what you're doing, Ghetto. If you like have some little if like nephews or nieces or cousins and they want to go to a movie, Sonic 2 is a perfect, it really is a perfect family film in that way as well. Everyone could enjoy it. There's like turns of humor. There's something for everyone, for the kids, for the teenagers, for the adults. It's an enjoyable movie for all ages, honestly, and I mean that in a very sincere way. And I think the only thing is if you did not enjoy the first Sonic movie, then this one is not gonna win you over, sadly, because it still plays to what a lot of the strengths of the first movie, which some people may not enjoy those aspects. So this is not something that's gonna make you change your mind in the Sonic series. If you did not enjoy the first one, the second one at best you might find it more tolerable at best. Other than that, that's really all we have to say about it. This is a movie that that Jack and I both very much approve, and if you ever see it again on TV or it's like on some streaming service, we could probably will watch it again. It's very enjoyable, and apparently there's probably a lot of things you probably missed too. At least in terms of little references.
Oh, sure.
So it'll be nice to see him try to find all the little Easter eggs.
Oh, I love the fact they brought back again the Sonic stuff, but this time in 3D.
Oh,
They made a Sonic doll.
Oh, that's right. Oh, imagine the next movie they bring in Tails doll.
Oh.
They put or they make a joke about Sonic.exe.
Oh, now that would be interesting. That would be kind of like, I don't know how it would be.
With the third movie, I can already imagine they're gonna try to do a very like, maybe not dark, but like serious trailer when serious things are happening.
What if the next Sonic movie comes out near October, at least in their time setting, like in the setting of the time for them, it's like October.
You know that
it would bring in the Sonic EXE and the other stuff that we.
You know,
it would make the other stuff look kind of scary.
And you know what else you could do?
What?
A Pumpkin Hill joke.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Pumpkin Hill. Chris, you like Pumpkin Hill, right? Right? Everyone loves Pumpkin Hill. With maybe Ocean Palace as
also, I love the fact that Sonic also feels the same way how we feel. Gotta hate water level.
Yeah.
Just hate the water level.
I think the only water level I enjoyed is, if I really think about it, is there any water level I enjoyed? No, I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Jabu Jabu's belly was alright. Like, but unless you don't really count that as a water level.
It's not really.
It's a fish level.
It's a fishy level.
Yeah, it's a fishy level, alright.
Ghetto says, I'm surprised they didn't do a Ugandan Knuckles reference. My friend swears there's one, but I think he was reaching. I think so too. Yeah. I was kind of wanting to see if there was going to be a Ugandan Knuckles, but not really.
Which is probably for the best. It's probably
they could have forced a whole bit where like maybe Eggman has the compass in his hand and Knuckles might say, "Do you know the way?" But that will probably be the only reference I could think of.
Yep. So I think I think about half an hour left in the episode. I think we said all we can about the Sonic movie. So there you go. That was our official review of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And with that ends the list of movies I am excited to see for the rest of the year. I already saw the Batman, and I saw Sonic 2, and both times I did enjoy my experience.
Still waiting to see if they're gonna stream the Batman.
Oh no, yeah, they will. They will.
Because I've gone to the point where I'm like, I was thinking of watching it at the movies once when you left, but then at the same time I'm like, no, I had to take my brother home.
Yeah, and then you'll be there for quite a while.
Yeah, what was it, 3 or 4 hour movie?
A 3 hour.
3 hour movie.
Also, Virgo says Steven Seagal as Keo. Okay, Virgo. If Steven Seagal's Keo, who's Iori? Who's gonna be Steven Seagal's rival if he's Keo? Gale says it's supposed to be on Max this week. He thinks. Well,
ooh,
I hope
so.
You could certainly check, and maybe you might have an interesting opinion to say, because apparently I cannot find any there's no consensus on the Batman movie aside from people enjoy the Riddler.
I just keep seeing this one clip, and I thought it was a joke at first because it was probably because it was recorded on a phone, but it was like the freaking Ave Maria thing.
Oh, that. That. That
It looks like some weird joke.
It's something. Also, Gale says that movie actually on HBO Max next Monday. So there you go.
Ah, okay.
There you go. So you can save your money.
Then I will save my money.
Save it, lock it, don't go without it.
Save it, lock it, don't invest. Just let it sit there.
Yeah, put it under your mattress. It's the best investment.
Yep. I'm sure it won't depreciate in value.
No better. Put in all the cryptos you can find.
You know, speaking of which, I just remembered something.
What?
Remember that one episode in SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs had like all his money on in the mattress?
Yeah.
I just realized now he is a stupid businessman.
I mean, it was
letting his money stagnate like that, not making money. But if he wants to be rich, then he needs to let it invest.
Yeah, but then it's not his money if he invests it now, isn't it? And
yeah, it is.
and as well, I mean, this is the same guy who only has 2 employees in his entire restaurant, and somehow he's still able to operate.
Well, that, and also, he tried to have another restaurant, and apparently nothing happened to it. I would assume. I want to canonically think that the second second Krusty Krabs just failed.
I mean, yeah, because he put it literally next door. He didn't put it in another prime location, Bikini Bottom. Like, I would have second restaurant is actually not a bad idea. Just don't open it next to the original.
So, Mr. Krabs, what made you think to set up another Krusty Krabs right next to the old one? Money.
But Mr. Krabs, with the original restaurant here, wouldn't people just go to this one since they're very much used to it by now? Money? He says.
I'm pretty sure he would go like. Here's what I think he would do. In the Krusty Krab 2, he'll make the Krabby Patty 2. Like it would just be named simply
the
Krabby Patty 2. But it doesn't change anything with it. Maybe he'll add an extra pickle. Like one single slice.
That's the secret ingredient, an extra pickle.
That's the stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Virgo. Virgo says that so if Steven Seagal's Keo, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Iori. I love how these two not elderly, but two older men are gonna be playing high school boys. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, Virgo. I'll fund that movie. I'll convince SNK to have Arnold Schwarzenegger in an Iori wig.
Yeah, he's just gonna invest in that stuff right there.
And the best part, Keel, he will be sitting down the entire movie because Steven Seagal can't be too active throughout the entire day, or his blood pressure rises.
Ooh.
Ghetto says that's how Church's Chicken fell where I live. They put it right across from Bojangles.
Well, you see, that's more of like they tried their best to compete, but they failed.
In the end,
this is Mr. Krabs putting another. It's like me buying a McDonald's franchise and then putting another McDonald's franchise across the street.
Exactly. Oh, you know that reminds me of. Remember, over on Fairmount, there used to be a Carl's Jr.
Oh yeah, it closed.
Yeah, it closed, and then you look at the competition. So like you can go to Carl's Jr. Or you can go to Whataburger, Chick-fil-A,
Burger King.
Burger King, KFC, like Brewings, Marco's Pizza.
Yeah.
Pretty much every other better option, and we're wondering, I wonder why Carl's Jr. didn't survive. Actually went there once out of pure curiosity, and I was left underwhelmed.
Yeah, I went there several times because it was a cheaper option, but I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
You know what store I wish was still in that same area?
What?
It's an old relic that you don't see anymore, but it was a video store. You know, a store where you buy movies physically. And I actually only went there one time, and with like $20, I was able to get like several DVDs and 2 Blu-rays. And I was like, I should go back to this place more and see all the different stuff they have on sale, with bunch of not just Blu-rays and DVDs, but also VHSs. And like GameCube, PS2 games.
I loved Hollywood.
But I
the place the
Hollywood Video, yeah. But of course, being that we live in the modern world, those type of stores are not gonna last too long, and sorry enough they didn't.
Remember that there used to be a Chuck E. Cheese next to Soho?
Yes, I remember. You know, because that's the same Chuck E. Cheese I would be so excited to go, because it had the Ninja Turtles arcade machine, and I would always go straight to that game as long as it's there. But once they took that machine away, Chuck E. Cheese was never the same.
See, that's why they went out of business.
Because they took away the Ninja Turtles arcade machine. You know, probably why. They probably lost a significant amount of income when they did that.
You see what happened was, at that Chuck E. Cheese, their only blood, their lifeline was HAC constantly going there. After he stopped going, they had to cut back on the employees. Then they had to cut back on the pizzas. They had less pepperonis. It was terrible. It was a famine.
And all they have to offer was more that 18-wheeler racing game. That one with the dinosaurs. What else? Just more and more skee ball. And every grandma's favorite arcade game, the one you pour the coins and hoping that more coins will drop in and give you a bunch of tickets at the same time.
My favorite moment, I remember this vividly, was I was playing on the skee ball, and I was with like a family friend, and I was playing on the skee ball, and the little, like, the daughter, like the baby daughter, she was a toddler at the time. She was running around and ran directly behind me as soon I was like trying to aim for the skee ball. So I moved my arm back, felt something. I felt like I hit something. Looked back, and I saw that I hit the toddler right in the face. In a backhand.
Oh, Jack Chalby.
and then the child friend had the balls. She went from a woman to a man because she had the balls to say, "You hit my child," Like, how did I hit your child? She was running right behind me.
No, it's clearly your fault. It's always the man's fault.
Then it's her fault because she had balls. She had balls to say that I hit her child. I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, man. Oh, that's just good. Well, you know, it is what it is. We've all mistakenly hit a child in our day. Not me, of course, because I know better. But all of us, you know,
You hit me.
you're not a child.
I was a child at one point.
Yeah, but I never met you as a child. unless you want to stretch a child to literally like a teenager, which this kind of stretches, like from a certain point of view.
Children.
I guess. I mean, I guess from like from like an older person's perspective.
Hey, don't you dare call me old. If not, I'm gonna take out my dentures and bite you with them.
Says the one who can't see. Yellow says mistakenly. No comment.
Yeah, it was mistaken. I was thinking about it. But I remembered she was a nice baby. She didn't cry so much. She was actually pretty quiet.
And then
mistakenly.
And then you ruined her world. From there, she knew that you couldn't be trusted, and therefore she grew up with a hatred of men. Because you accidentally hit her at a Chuck E. Cheese.
I remember someone stole my tickets at a Chuck E. Cheese. It was annoying.
I don't think I ever had like a truly like awful experience. I think I just had the normal thing of at a certain point, you know, it just kind of the appeal and the magic of Chuck E. Cheese just kind of goes away, and that's just because you get older, and then you realize you have like real, honestly, better games at home.
It was annoying because I was, you know, what the one thing I hated when it came to like okay, I love it, but I also hate it. It's the whole ticket thing. I love the tickets because you get to like put them in the machine and they'll count the tickets for you. But I hate it because then you have to put the tickets in the machine and it has to count it for you. So what I used to do is I used to like play the game constantly. The one that I like to play a lot, I'll play it and then let the tickets run so it can be like this giant big line of tickets. So whenever I do put it in the machine, it just grabs constantly. But that's the thing that I guess another 8-year-old's like, ooh, free tickets, let me take. And I didn't see who it was. I saw something happen next to me, but I didn't see who it was. If I did, I'm gonna go back in time and kick your little ass.
We'll find a ticket thief and make him pay.
Yeah, I'm gonna break his bone.
You go to him in your best Christian Bale impression. Where are the tickets?
Where are the tickets? Where are they?
What did you get? The magic pencil or the magic eraser? And she goes, I got the slimy hand. Why?
No, she goes, I got the clapper. Remember those clappers? I love the clapper.
Only thing I remember was like I was never too dedicated to get the really expensive prizes. I was like,
back then they were cheap to get those expensive prizes.
Were they though?
Yeah, it was a lot easier than now. Nowadays, like, oh, you want a teddy bear?
Put down
100,000 ticket.
You can put a down payment.
Oh, you want to win the console? Oh, that's your firstborn right there. And a mortgage.
Oh man. Oh, I think it's about time we start with our closing portion of the episode. So, Jack, tell us, do you have anything to announce till the next episode of the JAC Show?
For next week, everything will go as planned in the sense of like the streaming will come back, because by then I would have already done my test, good or bad, mostly good. I have high hopes, but even then, please everyone, give me your energy on Saturday.
Give him his
So I
energy.
should be able to pass that test.
Give him that that college boy energy. He's gonna need it. He's gonna need all the monster he is gonna need.
Ew, I don't like monsters.
Bang.
Ew, that's even worse. I don't drink energy drinks. Let's just leave it at that.
Pos.
What the hell is that?
Red Bull. Okay, but it's good. It's good to hear. So yeah, because we do apologize for having kind of a bit on the quiet front these past few weeks. Yeah, unfortunately, because due to my injury and Jackie has to focus on the study. So, but now that I am in a much better position, and Jack's being near the end of at least the studies for the time being, the channel will be more active from here on out. Anything else you want to add in, Jack?
No, not for now. I think that's it for now.
All right. And as for specific announcements for me, look, I have made some strides in editing the current comic review that's coming up. So focusing on that and getting that done as quickly as possible. It's not just so that it's out of the way. Move on to other things. As far as streams is concerned, there will be a chill stream. There will be a chill stream this weekend, and I do not see any other plans kind of for stalling that. So there will be another chill stream, and that's really it. Nothing for Sundays. I will have to get back on, see if we could do more Sunday streams with Kevin, or at least do the content we usually do together, since that has been very absent for a bit too long, at least for my opinion, a bit too long now, and I gotta really get on top of that. So hopefully that will come back as well. And as far as anything else to announce, that's just really it. There's tons of other things I want to work on, but this concrete needs to be finished. It's long overdue. So once that's done, I can focus on definitely on a lot of more of the funner videos that I'm sure you guys will be very excited to watch. So yeah, until then, thank you very much for joining us on this fast-paced, exciting episode of the JAC Show. And of course, don't forget next week there will be the official return of Fight Night, because episode 100 was a great Fight Night episode, if I could say so myself. But Fight Night will return, and we will actually officially, we played a Guilty Gear before, and I was just playing around being casual. This time, it's serious. It is as serious as a Down syndrome child.
Okay.
So be excited. For that, and of course be cheering for me when I eventually do kick Jack's butt, because he clearly is not ready to face off what I have in store for him.
Right.
It's just facts. These are undeniable facts. But we'll see the trash talking for next week. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the JAC Show, and this is HAC and Jack. Sign out.